Hello, Reeses. How are you? I love your costume. I almost couldn't tell it was you. You're a superhero? Oh, wow. That is amazing. What kind of powers do you have, I wonder? Peanut butter powers? Yeah? Are you excited for Halloween this year? I'm super excited for it. I bet you're gonna have the best party ever. Well, have a great Halloween, and I hope it's an awesome time. Hello, my friends. I am back once again at Hersheypark, hopefully hoping to celebrate some of this Hersheypark in the dark stuff. I don't know how much it's changed since last year, where I got to dance with all types of candy bars and sweets, and it was an amazing time. My first point of order here, I'm gonna be making a beeline for Laff Trakk because they turn off all the lights there. It's really creepy with all the clowns just giggling and laughing and having a strangely good time. It's kind of unwholesome, but I do know that that has a pretty long line. The second thing, the second mission is something out back here, out of frame, or just slightly out of focus, is Skyrush. I am determined today to get a good ride on this one. I don't care how much my thighs hurt, I am gonna get this done. So I invite you to come along. Let's explore Hersheypark in the dark. Looks like it's a busy-ish day here. Just entered in Chocolate Town. There goes Candemonium. They do have the fountain going, the Hershey Kiss fountain. And if I zoom in real quick, I see Reeses is meeting and greeting in his superhero costume, which is amazing. If you guys have been following for a little bit, you'll remember that earlier this summer, I made Candemonium right back here, my 100th coaster. It was originally planned to be Jersey Devil, but since that got delayed until next year, I just went with it. And this lovely little family B&M Hyper became Mr. 100 Candemonium. It was a lot of fun. Reminds me of like a bumped up Slinky Dog Dash. And I appreciate it for what it is. It's not gonna blow your mind, but it's solid. So anyway, we're making our way into the park. I'm seeing lots of pumpkins, lots of fun decorations here. And I'm gonna just keep scoping this out here as we make our way over to Laff Trakk. Walking by the entrance here to Hershey's Cup Fusion, which is one of those like screen-based shooting games. It is actually a lot of fun, and hopefully if there's time a little bit later after the coasters, we can hit this up. So I just checked the app, and Laff Trakk is at about a 15-minute wait, which I think is going to balloon pretty soon with the amount of people that I am walking by here that are making their way to the back of the park. The other coasters that are gonna have the lights off are all of the wooden coasters, I believe. So that means Lightning Racer, Wildcat, and Comet. I haven't been on all three of those in a while. My favorite here is Lightning Racer, so I usually check that one out. Wildcat can be a bumpy-ish ride, but nothing like that Wildcat at Compounds. But Comet, haven't been on that in a little while either. Maybe tonight's the night I check all three of those out in their spooky format. And if you were wondering, they are operating with reduced hours, so they're only open from 2 to 9. I was hoping to have enough time to maybe check out Zoo America or Chocolate World, but because of the reduced operating hours, I think I'm just going to be riding coasters. And Candemonium posted wait time of 120 minutes. Wow. So I found the first trick-or-treat trail. It looks like they moved it from last year. They have it set up right over there. And to my knowledge, there's no characters meeting, but they are, for children 12 and under, giving out a heck of a lot of candy. While I was on my way, I noticed that Fahrenheit was about to go, so let's get something a little bit interesting here. I have missed this ride. So this is surprising. The line is all the way out here. This is the end of the line right here. Wow. I don't think they're using all the switchbacks and stuff inside, so that's probably why it's all the way out here, but I'm gonna get this done. Gonna get in line, because I am certain that it's only gonna get worse. Just got done here with Laff Trakk. The wait was about 20 minutes, and it looks like it's ballooned a lot more because they're using more of the switchbacks here. It was only like half occupied, but now it's completely full. I wonder if that's because the line right now is not spilling into the walkway. But two things worth noting about Laff Trakk with the lights off. There wasn't that much light, like outdoor light because it is daytime, spilling into the ride. And number two, they changed the music. There wasn't the usual Laff Trakk soundtrack of like the clowns laughing and all that stuff. It was actually like some sort of strange dramatic orchestral music. I don't know if that was intentional, or maybe that's part of the loop and I just caught that part of it, and the last time I was here I caught the clowns instead. But it wasn't as like weird and eerie because the clowns weren't laughing in the dark. Like, I kind of really liked that, but it was still a fun ride, you know. The more spinners, this is one of the first ones that I've ridden that's like indoors like this, and it's a lot of fun. I am now making my way over to the Smokehouse, where I believe they have some seasonal offerings on hand. But I'm coming up here on Sidewinder, which is operating today. And then, as some of you may know or might not know, Storm Runner over here is not operating, but I do want to go say hi real quick. This is probably one of my favorite coasters in the park here, Storm Runner. I haven't heard yet any sort of reason why they decided not to open this. Maybe you guys, if any of you guys know, please share with me in the comments. I would love to understand why this one they decided not to open. But alas, as heartbreaking as that is, gonna head over to the Smokehouse now. An observation that I made while I was walking towards this area was that despite, unlike my first visit where I noticed a lot of people had their noses poking out and wearing their masks improperly or on their chins, that sort of thing, there was enforcement. People had their masks on right. I don't know when that change happened, but it's happened, and I appreciate it. They actually had, right in that walkway bending around by Laff Trakk on your way towards like the boardwalk area, they had security guards there kind of enforcing things, which good to see. I'm coming up here on the Spring Creek Smokehouse, which seems sort of popular, but not too crazy. I'm excited here to go for the brisket, and I've also heard there's some sort of beer sampler, and I might actually feel up for that. So here is the brisket. It looks pretty amazing. I didn't realize this didn't come with a side. I probably would have gone for some mac and cheese to kind of go along with it. But one thing I noticed is that on the sign there, right by where you pay, they have a weekend marked, which I had to look. They have something different going on every weekend, including the dessert. And it's all kind of Halloween/fall themed in terms of the flavors and style. How awesome is that? So right next to the Spring Creek Smokehouse, we have the Yuengling 1829 Pavilion. And I'm not usually a big fan of getting alcohol at parks or really drinking in general, but this piqued my interest here. So here's a look at the Hops and Harvest sampler. We have the Yuengling Oktoberfest, the Chocolate Porter. It's got Hershey chocolate in it. We have this crisp apple hard cider, and the Mother Pumpkin Ale. Wow. The Mother Pumpkin, that's a great name. All right, so it's actually been a while since I've seen my face on this camera. I probably should have shaved. Apologies for that. But the last 2 weeks have been insane when it comes to growth for the channel. So cheers, thank you to many more. I'm trying out Chocolate Porter. That's really something. I get it at the end, the chocolate anyway. Not bad. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this, but thank you guys again for all the success that has been coming my way lately. I appreciate all the encouragement and all the people that have come and said hi. It's awesome. All right, that was a nice little flight right there. I'm coming up on the aquatic feeder, which, if you guys don't know, I found out about this just recently, and too recently to not be able to do it. But for $10, you can feed a sea lion. Wow. I would love to do that at some point when I come back here. I don't know if they do that during the holiday times, but at some point I definitely will. For the beers, in terms of rankings, number 4, Pumpkin. Number 3, the Oktoberfest. Number 2, the cider. And number 1 was the Chocolate Porter. I really enjoyed it. What else? I took a look at the app to check on the wait times. Laff Trakk is now at a 70-minute wait, which I'm glad I employed the strategy that I did. It is currently about almost 5. So I've been in the park for a little while, 2 hours now, so I got here at 3. And Candemonium's only at a 25-minute wait now, which means you can see that everybody just hit the first ride of the park and then started filtering out. Skyrush was at an hour wait when I went to start eating and all that, and that took maybe like 30 minutes between the food and the beer. So Skyrush is now at only a 15-minute wait. Plan your day accordingly. This is just kind of how the crowds work their way through the park. Oh no, I was coming up on this bridge here, and I love this little path because you get some really cool views of Great Bear here, which, by the way, is posting a 45-minute wait. And yeah, I love being able to walk along this track here. This is a great inverted coaster. I know the exposure is a little funny, but this walkway is one of my favorites to walk along while that coaster is running, and they have closed it off. All right, I guess I have to go the long way around. By long way around, I meant if I wanted to go to the Great Bear. But Comet here, posting about a half-hour wait. They're not using all the switchbacks, so it looks a lot longer than it is. And then we're on our way to our target here, which is Skyrush. Ooh, my thighs are ready for this. Or are they? Now, I guess I should give you guys some context in case you don't know, but I think most enthusiasts do know that the restraints on Skyrush, I think this is lovingly referred to as thigh crush, because the only restraint you have is a very simple lap bar that tends to dig into your thighs. It's the only point of contact that you have with the restraints. And so when you're going over hills that have serious airtime, there's a lot of pressure, a lot of G's being applied directly onto the tops of your thighs, and it can hurt. It can hurt a lot. All right, guys, here we go. I am going to attempt at least a few rides on Skyrush, and I'm gonna report back to you in a little bit. All right, guys, so my thighs are definitely having a Hersheypark day right now. I got on 2 rides, but then, unfortunately, what I'm hearing is that a branch fell on the track, and it sounds like it's sizable enough in which they have to cut it. They have to like cut the branch down. So that means this might be down for the rest of the day, or for a good enough time where I don't think I'm getting back on this thing. What a shame. But anyway, the 2 rides. One, I tried it towards the middle seats on one of the wings, and I got some tips from Coasterlocity, who you might recognize from my Nick Universe vlog. He told me to kind of lean forward, tuck my knees under, try to start out this ride with as much room as possible, and you won't get stapled, meaning I won't have my thighs getting crushed. It sort of worked. Mostly, it was getting better, I should say. The first ride was torturous. The second ride was a little bit better. I kind of felt like I was gonna fly out of the seat. It was something, but unfortunately, no third ride. I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled and try to get that third ride. Maybe that will be the one in which I get a good ride. So I was hoping to do Skyrush basically until it got dark, but backup plan, I think I'm gonna go catch a ride on Candemonium. I was planning on doing that later, but let's seize the moment. Coming up here on Candemonium, just posting a 25-minute wait. We'll see if that's true. Really excited for this one.
Jace, you have to go. Jace, back along.
I don't know how much of that sunset action you're catching there, but I just got done with Candemonium. The posted wait time was about accurate. It was half hour-ish or so. And I got on the Kisses train. I was in the second to last row on the left-hand seat. Good ride. It was fun. It was running just like I remember it from July. Wasn't any slower because of the cold or anything like that. So yeah, all in all, a good time, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do here until it gets dark and I can ride the wooden coasters without the lights on. That's basically the next goal here, because unfortunately the rest of the stuff is meant for kids activities, and I'll rattle those off real quick. Yeah, the trick-or-treat trail over by the boardwalk. There is a trick-or-treat trail over by Hershey Chocolate World, which I should mention, the reservations for that completely booked the entire day. So plan in advance if you're planning on doing that. Then the next thing I want to do is quickly, while I open it up, just rattle off some of the wait times that we're experiencing here as we approach 7 o'clock. Candemonium is about 25, Comet is 30, Fahrenheit is 45, Great Bear is 30, Triple Kiss Tower seems like it's a walk-on, Laff Trakk, 90-minute wait, Lightning Racer, 30 minutes, the monorail at 30 minutes, that's weird. Cup Fusion has been 60 minutes basically the entire day. Sidewinder doesn't seem to be that popular, so it's at 15-minute wait. And Skyrush has just posted a 15-minute wait time. So it looks like I know what I'm doing, and I'm glad I just looked at this. I haven't actually seen it operate though. I'm standing right here waiting for it. I don't know, looks like I'm walking back over there though. In my haste, I forgot to mention that Trailblazer and Wildcat are at a 30-minute wait, and the Wild Mouse is at a 15-minute wait. So those wait times aren't too bad, it's just the most popular ones are really popular. Well, holy moly guys, I got on the ride, I got on the back left wing seat. I leaned, like scooched forward, like my hips forward a little bit, got my legs tucked underneath the seat and leaned forward. I didn't get stapled from the start. And it was only until like towards the very end of the ride that I started feeling a little bit stapled, and that's just because of the restraints coming down a little bit from forces and my hands accidentally pushing down on it. But otherwise, wow, what a different experience when you're not suffering from the pain on the tops of your thighs every time you go over a hill or something. It just felt like you were getting pulled straight down, and it was almost a completely different experience for me. And something I forgot to mention last time I was going on this earlier was that they undid the restraints while you were still waiting at the end to go into the platform. That just, oh, that startled me. That scared me so much. But anyway guys, success, starting to get dark. So I think it's time to make our way to the back of the park where Lightning Racer and Wildcat are. Comet, it looks like it has a half-hour wait. I'm hoping, I'm gonna keep an eye on that, but right now the other two have a 15-minute wait. Decorations are finally on here. It's officially Hersheypark in the dark, but it's only going to be that way for the next 2 hours, so I gotta hustle if I'm gonna get on these coasters. That's pretty cool. The entrance to the trick-or-treat trail, Treatville at the boardwalk, I should say, is all lit up now. That's looking really nice. As promised, here are the glowing jack-o'-lanterns now that they're all lit up. It's a fun little pattern and fun music in the background. But let's avoid that copyright claim and continue on. So Lightning Racer is pretty cool in the dark, I must say. And this whole back area, just the lights are really cool, especially with the Ferris wheel going and this Himalaya over here. It's a lot of fun. But while I was walking back this way, I noticed that Wildcat had the lights on still, and I can actually see the lights are still on, like those string lights that are running. So I don't know what to make of that. I'm walking by that way anyway, so let's go see what the deal is here. I tried to find a spot as close to the track as I could here, but as you can see, it is still very much lit. So, unfortunate. I did do a ride on it, and it was about a 20-minute wait, which is not too bad for Wildcat. It was running pretty well. But there's one thing up here. Well, back on that, I don't know why they didn't turn off the lights. I thought I had read on the website right that all of the wooden roller coasters were going to be kind of all the lights out mode or something. But I'm going to turn this around real quick and show you that it's a bummer that the trick-or-treat trail has like the lights and stuff this year. So it's not even facing towards us or anything. I remember they had this right at the front of the park before Chocolate Town and all of that stuff. So it's only in the trick-or-treat trail, which I kind of find a little bit of a bummer. There isn't a ton of decorations out here and nothing that says Hersheypark in the dark that isn't like subtle signs. And this giant sign here, I guess there's like a photo op or something going on back there, which I would have liked to have been able to do that, but I can't go in there alone. I just checked the app, and Comet is at a 20-minute wait, and Skyrush supposedly is still at a 15-minute wait, which means I might do a ride on each of those. I think we might be pretty close to calling it. Made it over to Comet here, and it looks like you guys can see the track there. It is actually not lit up. Let's go ahead and do this. It's only a 20-minute wait right now. Alright, so I just exited Comet. I do not know if it was running a little harder. I've only ridden it like a handful of times, less than 5 probably, or 5 exactly. But like, felt a little rougher. Maybe it's because of the cold or something. I don't know. But still, a good experience in the dark. I say if you haven't done it before, just give it a shot and go on these coasters while the lights are off. It's a little bit of a different experience, and I think it was worth it. Worth the 20 minutes to have something that unique. But up next is my fourth and final ride today on Skyrush. All right, I know it's super dark, but that was it. This was my 4th and final ride on Skyrush, and it was a mega success. Amazing. Oh, it's going up the lift hill. It really takes it up fast. Really just, it's relentless. It doesn't give up once it starts. But wow, getting a good ride on this is a completely different experience. I hope you guys all have amazing rides on this thing, because it's satisfying once you finally do. So I'm in a bit of the afterglow of 2 good rides on Skyrush today, when for the last 2 years I haven't had anything but thigh pain. Amazing. Coasterlocity, thank you. All the people on the roller coaster subreddit, thank you for all the advice. Everybody who has given me advice on Skyrush, thank you. But now it's close to the end of my day here, of my time here. And I think I want to finish that off at Cup Fusion, which only has a half-hour wait now, because it's approaching closing hours now.
Look, God, we on YouTube.
You got anything to promote? What's up?
Yeah, y'all can follow me on Instagram.
It's your boy Mark.
One at a time, because then nobody can
Follow me on
understand you.
Instagram at @1LilK_.
Follow me on Instagram at it's.naya.
Follow me at It's Your Boy Mark.
Can you
All right.
put your YouTube in?
Almost at 900 right now.
Can you put your thing in?
All right. So thank you guys that wanted to shout yourselves out. I appreciate the excitement and passion that y'all had. That was awesome. But I'm here in front of Cup Fusion now, which at the end of the night, I'm gonna jump in line and hope for my success, because last time I had no idea what I was doing and I scored very poorly. It was a very fun ride though. But Hersheypark in the dark, that's gonna do it for me here. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and I hope you go make your own adventure. Bye.